Aster just going to go for Tusk. Slightly greedy support duo, to be honest. And very much looking like they're going to be going for some kind of 4 protect 1 enable a single
Radiant
core
team
kind of a thing. Like they've got Tusk for the snowball save. They're going to have Omni for the Heavenly Grace and the heals. So this is already sort of looking like this template of considering your Medusas or your your one big hyper carry.
Razor.
I think even Razor fits that mold because Razor is not somebody that needs a lot of farm or help or attention by himself, and that frees up more space for you to really focus on that true position 1 game winner, which I imagine is going to be your SCCC hero here, taken as the very last pick when I think when your back is up against the wall.
Remaining.
And your team Aster, you definitely want to look to SCCC and say,
5
hey, look,
remaining.
we've got last pick. Tell us what the game-winning hero is here for you, and we will do our best to really enable that. So, Keen, have to come up with some answers here. They will just go for Anti-Mage, okay, as the immediate sort of answer to the Razor. And also heading off this Medusa idea at the pass, right? By picking Anti-Mage here, it's good against Razor, but they also don't really have to ban Dusa. Aster could
10 seconds remaining.
like one-up them and still pick the
5
Dusa
seconds remaining.
and go for this like, super fast Rapier BKB build that has been popular in the past. I think it used to be like Mask of Madness BKB Rapier, and then you would just go and end the game with your BKB. Still possible, but the Anti-Mage acts as a really nice deterrent, so they still need something to lane against the Razor mid, potentially, but that's not too difficult to get. Like, Lina is okay, though again has really fallen out of favor as a mid lane hero, and just as a hero in general. I don't think they'd want to pick anything like a Queen of Pain, but could be a possibility. Puck just being banned here by Aster. What do you ban if you're Keen? What are you super worried about? So you don't really have to worry about Huskar, I don't think, because you've got Timber.
5 seconds remaining.
What else? Like, I could vaguely see OD, but I think then Aster maybe don't take buildings fast enough, so not sure that's an option. Bloodseeker's banned. What are they worried about? Could an Ursa be like a problem here? I don't know. It seems a bit risky. I don't think that's really Aster's style in this kind of situation. Whatever you go, you gotta just go for the ban that you would be the most frustrated if you didn't ban it and then they picked it. It's like whatever you would feel the most cheesed by, but it's as you're hearing me discuss it, it is difficult to lock down exactly what that hero would be. So their lanes are, they could put Timber mid, but I don't think they're going to, so it's like Timber off lane, Tiny roaming, Lich Anti-Mage, pretty good dual lane. And Anti-Mage also a good counter pick to the Omni Knight in the lane. Very annoying to play Omni when you just have all of your mana burned all the time. So definitely a good AM pick. Okay, I can see it, yeah. Alright, you're like, alright guys, we picked Anti-Mage, so they're not supposed to be able to pick Medusa. Could you imagine how you would feel if they then picked Medusa and you lost? It would just be like, oh. That would be the worst feeling. That's what I said. You gotta ban whatever would make you feel the worst if they picked it and then they beat you with it. And it turns out for them that answer is Medusa.
5 seconds remaining.
So they are thinking along the same lines as me. Like when you've got all these buffed heroes and they pick the Quap. Really? Wow. Okay, they do just want the Quap matchup against the Razor. I have seen really good Razor players turn this into a pretty even matchup. So we'll see what happens. And Aster go for TA. Wow, okay. Man. So I guess, yeah, Chuan just really feels inspired after watching TA in that previous game and really wants to show his moves on the Templar Assassin. It's an okay TA game. I think a lot of it from the perspective of... actually, I was about to say from the perspective of Refraction, but maybe not. There's a decent number of things to clear through it. And you're also picking TA like into the Lich Frost Shield. But maybe it just feels like he can pop off and get his Blink Deso and then just hunt the Anti-Mage. But okay, so it is going to be SCC on the Razor. So they do have some catch. I think they really would love to have a Blink on the Rubik this game. I think that's their primary source of lockdown for like Anti-Mage or Quap. I don't even think you get Lens on Rubik this game. I think you just try and get Blink as fast as humanly possible because you really need it to punish the Quap and the Anti-Mage split pushing. Quap has gotten a couple of buffs recently, but still not a hero that's crazy popular. But like I've been saying this whole series, Keen are anything but conventional when it comes to their drafting, so I guess it shouldn't come as a big surprise then. Get you guys some overlays, get you guys some last hits, get you guys some starting items.
Prepare for battle.
Let's see how this goes. Okay, so wow, okay, Rubik's starting with a headdress. That is interesting. So this is super, like, I want to contest the lane if you're Fade.
Magic thyself out of that.
Side lane Razor, pretty standard, but no Windlace or anything. Tusk, unfortunately, does not have the extra resources to buy quick boots or an Oov or anything like that. Okay, so really, Omni Knight and Rubik just going to try and hunker down up top and trade really efficiently. Try and put some pressure on that way. What is... So Tiny is like the X factor
30 seconds
here.
to battle.
He does have pretty good kill threat in a couple... I think he's got good kill threat in all three lanes, actually. Man, people really... The position for Tiny has been very popular today. We're gonna have a... Why do we have to have another pause? It's painful enough going for... Well, why is... Hello? Oh, I guess I can't zoom in on the portrait, but painful enough having to like come down after the energy of that previous game, but it's still the same players, so hopefully we can still see some similar clutch plays. Tusk is up here, but kind of hiding his presence. They would love to kill Lich if they could, and Lich maybe no oblige. So what? AM's giving vision up the hill. Interesting. Oh, Lich is gonna try and sneak past Baboka. Can he beat him to the punch? Looks like he should be able to, but Kama actually swoops in there and is able to grab the other bounty. So that's gonna be 3 for Keen. Fade has already skilled up the Fade hole. He's gonna grab shards on Baboka to look for this kill, but the immediate TP out from Lich. Oh wait, where's... Oh, it TP to the shrine and not the tower. Oh my god, he misclicked. I was like, wait, he should be gone already, shouldn't he? And then, all of a sudden, took him forever to complete that TP. This is why you don't cap the enemy outpost. They might accidentally TP to their outpost and almost give you the kill.
Healing shot.
Getting walked bottom. Force the skill at the Timber Chain at level 1. Not the most fun lane for him against the Razor, but once he gets some levels, can maybe backlane a little bit, or he'll be able to tank it up. What's gonna happen? He really wants his range creep, but I don't think either one of these heroes has range creep. Ooh. Attempt with the Scream. I'm very interested to watch this mid lane matchup. I haven't seen Quap in a while, and I haven't seen this particular matchup in a while either. There is a Radiant Sentry already, but it's not like Quan is opting for the meld to try and dodge daggers. Used to be a pretty common strat. XX has taken a lot of damage already. But out of mana now. Once Lich gets level 2, maybe they can try for a little bit more pressure. There's a mango on the side, though. The harassment from Lich is really adding up. Wave is pretty much under control. Oh wait, he aggroed the... Oh no, it's fine. But he aggroed that range control too well. But looks like he should still be able to pull it back a little bit. Tiny running around. Oh, and a regen rune at 2 minutes. So nice for this Queen of Pain. And just such a momentum-based hero as well. So any little bit of early help and some really clutch early runes can be a really big deal.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
First blood.
Triple C's courier.
What is this? I came here to be tested.
What is Tiny up to down here? He's kind of looking at Baboka. Now they just lift him back into a purification or just beat him to death. I think he may have kind of gotten beaten to death. He may have even... It may have not even been that bad of a death. I think he may have actually wanted the trip back to Fountain to get some more mana. And maybe find a kill on the return. TA needs to find an opportunity to salve, but also needs to be very careful. Alright, there you go, Refraction. Salve. What's happening top? They are going for the Lich again, brings him down. Anti-Mage looking for the kill on Fade, but doesn't quite have the damage, and now Kama gonna take a few more auto attacks on the way out. Really thought that this Anti-Mage plus Lich lane was gonna turn out to be a bit stronger, but... Aster doing well up here. Tiny still looking for ganks at mid, but Radiant Observatoid is scouting him out all the time. So TA just gonna back up. Johnny just gonna go and hit some neutrals for a little bit. He knows that he's getting completely camped out. Okay, so 4-minute rune gonna be pretty important. If Quap gets another lucky one, then that's probably just lane over at that point. TA, one of those heroes like Shadow King, you can just always get caught up in the jungle. So even with this, still way more pressure on the Quap to actually move around, kind of be using Sonic Wave off cooldown. And you do get to come in here and get a quick keyword. Nice to have this for a little while, especially once TA traps start coming out and whatnot. A little stack. And Baboka coming over to try and help out, but what can he actually do? Quap, ridiculous number of denies. 22 to 15. Is this TA even the right plan? I guess it remains to be seen. This game is so low energy after the previous one. I'm gonna get forced back out. Tiny thinking about rotating top, but he's being spotted. They know that he's coming, so Aster can just kind of back up straight into him if they need to. Don't have to be worried about him. And they find him now. So there's actually going to be some decent damage. Banner runes coming through, but it looks like Aster will get both of these top ones. And Baboka's on the run for the bottom one, so Aster actually going to run the gauntlet and get all 4 bounties across the map. Oh, and that insult to injury for Key, and they have to watch as that bounty rune gets taken. I think Quap really wanted to blink over there and get the bottle refill perhaps. Still farming nicely. What is Razor going for? Just picking up some treads early on here. Baboka gonna look to interrupt his Timber Chain if he can, and he gets the timing! SRF couldn't quite make it happen. I don't think this is going to be enough damage. Oh, well, it was a nice play, but it's not really enough. Baboka is going to get brought down. Quick TP in from the Quap. And still saves the Sonic Wave today. Avatar's combination of the Omni Knight. Success. Looks like he will be able to walk it off of this Omni. Is very tanky. I guess the Fade Bolt plus the Degen Aura is actually just... Keen pop their spells, and then they have to auto-attack him to death, and it's not actually doing any damage. 6-minute rune is top. This Radiant Ward is unfortunately just out of range of it, but it looks like it will be Tiny to grab it. Maybe he camps it for the Clop if he can. Or he takes it and they kill TA with it.
Radiant structures are fortified.
under the... He was actually winning this fight. Eye of the Storm is doing a lot of damage, but... both on a sliver of HP. Any rotation from any hero, I think, would have found that kill. And, ooh, Quap's thinking about it. There is Radiant Vision, so... and SCC's got a salve, so it looks like he's going to be okay. But Quap really just breathing down Cheon's neck at every turn. He knows exactly what the TA is going to be up to. He wants to just catch up and hit jungle creeps. Quap's not going to let that happen. And I feel like for a more accurate representation of what's happening in this mid lane, we kind of need to look at the net worth and see that there is this 1,100 gold gap that's opened up. You know, he's got some skeletons and stuff on the side of TA. Not so for the Queen of Pain. I think these are probably all lane creeps. Come, gonna get through that refraction nice and quick. Do they have enough damage tossed back to get a few more auto attacks? And they've got the haste. No real escape. Deny maybe from Fade. Not gonna happen. He will get the turnaround kill. Queen of Pain with another dagger soon. Only the 2 points, and will actually just go TPing bottom instead. Has the mango and might look for something here. This is a very unexpected gank, but I think it was somewhat scouted by the ward as they will lose Omni-Knight. Nice snowball, dodging all the shocking damage. He's dropping SRF, but Boke is now down. Queen of Pain standing your ground like he's going to lose his life. SCC just going for the man fight. Swap does have the blink away and will be forced to use it at the last second. I'm really hoping that scream was going to get the kill. Was there a Mono Void top? Is that what got the... yeah, okay, Mono Void top. AM picked up 6, quickly grabs that. Well, I said that as a Quap, there's a lot of pressure on you to make good rotations and get a lot of kills, and so far, looking good. It's just going to be going for a Veil. So nothing too greedy, nothing too farmy. Just keep finding kills while the anti-mage farms up, and then hope that the AM is able to actually carry you. We will see. I don't know how much faith I have in anti-mage as a hero at the moment. The mobility should certainly be really, really good this game, but like, is that enough? I have just seen anti-mage not be a fast enough farmer, not hit that peak hard enough to be all that relevant. And, oh, Aster, big wraparound gank here, trying to hedge in on Kama. He's just gonna blink past them and go the other way. Can they get the interrupt? They won't be able to, and aim just barely escapes. Good shot calling. SCCC was trying to wrap around him, but kind of ran into the wave as he did so. And that means that we are going to have Keen actually able to take out this bottom tier 1 tower. Aster are going to look for the trade, and Keen don't think they're interested in fighting. They're just going to leave it. What's happening in mid? Tia's got an Iron Talon and is just farming up the jungle. Shang going to have to be content to just hit some neutrals for a while. Tiny comes in though. That might be a free kill. Yeah, but Book is here to make sure that it is. Tag team damage is gonna get it. Oh, Book is gonna get it with the auto attack.
My seal of approval.
Wouldn't have got the kill without him, so maybe it's fine for him to snipe that. There's a DD waiting at bots. Rune control always going to be so important for Queen of Pain. Oh, nice. Ironwood tree on Timbersaw. Maybe not lore appropriate, but very nice to have. What do we got? Smoke can't coming. Tiny little 6. I got some vision. I know that Razor's over here. Just sort of babysitting their anti-mage, it looks like. Maybe getting a ward down if they can. They do already have this one here. And this one over here. Okay, really setting up this bottom side of the map. It seems like this is where Kama's going to be playing for the next little bit. And even once he gets his Ags, probably still playing down here. Top lane, yeah, now just falling to the Timbersaw. So they're going to put the dead stop in top lane. Timbersaw just going to hold down the fort there. And AM going to bounce around at bottom and grab as much farm as he can. And try and get a timely battle here. He is farming pretty quickly. Razor buys a Mask of Madness. Alright. Interesting choice from SCCC. I guess it's good. It's attack speed and it's move speed. He is going to need the mobility against these super fast heroes from Keen. Oh, smoke breaking the high ground. That's what he finally gets to the same target. Let's get across, but they've brought the Razor in closer. They don't want to dive any further, though. This is a double damage Queen of Pain. Looking to lay down the hurt fade with the lift. Going to try and open up a little bit more space. Blink still on cooldown for 3 seconds. And Boca looks like he should also be fine. Tiny is TPing up here as if they can make more happen. They're just going to have to call it a day. But Keen more than willing to play on the top side of the map while the anti-mage is over on bottom. Just by constantly scouting and by kind of battling on the top side, they know that their anti-mage is safe to really do whatever he wants. And even completely skipping boots this game is Kama. Really wants that Battle Fury as fast as humanly possible. TA, I mean, similar spot as the TA in the previous game, but a different approach. Not going to be going for the fast blink. Doesn't really need it for the survivability here. Won't be able to escape it. Tiny was looking for a toss back potentially. They don't have the chain frost just yet. Tiny surviving for a long time. Sonic Wave onto 2. That's going to be both supports down. Now they get the drag onto the Razor. Lich still alive. Finally brought down Queen of Pain though. Too deep, and Aster will bring everybody to bear just to punish. Shades of that Spectre game. Game 1 a little bit.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They pick this like 4 protect 1 hero that just can't join the fights really at all. AIM's maybe a little bit better. You can like maybe an attack out of Mono Void, but basic. Mask of Madness, SRF, getting some stacks going though. XXS is here to help out. SWC with the extra heals, feeling confident. Stand on the front lines. They're going to auto attack into Tiny. Does have a pretty big wand, so won't be able to bring him down. And Anti-Mage was rotating over, thinking about making some kind of a play. Oh, jump in aggressively from the Queen of Pain. Lift is on cooldown. They do have a toss, but now the Ice Shard blocking in the club is pretty tanky with this Veil, but still getting auto attack down. The snowball, the damage, the Mono Void. Everyone on Aster on a sliver of HP, but no one dead just yet. SRF commits hard, but I don't think he'll actually get SCCC. That's 2 cores dead for 1, and I don't think they're done just yet. The perfect shards, not okay. I thought it was perfect. Thought it caught the Tiny, not quite. Let's just gonna head to the right. Fake hype. Ooh, lift him onto the low ground. Okay.
Dire's middle tower
Just
is under attack.
kind of accepting his death there. I think he could have maybe walked a little bit further away, but not anticipating that Rubik would be able to lift him from such a distance.
Illusion.
Is Fade still gonna go 8 points this game? I still think that just a fast blink would be so killer if he could get it, but might still opt for the lens first. Does AM have Battle Fury? Almost. There you go. Alright. Battle Fury picked up. 14 minutes, not the best timing without treads, but you know, you take what you can get, and still doing alright. SC almost has Seal Scepter. Man, if they get a clumsy that would actually... That would be so hard for Keen to have to deal with. Their entire lineup is just predicated on this idea of, oh, we got mobility. We can get away from static link.
Worthy tribute.
Quap gonna go straight into Shiva's. Okay. Not gonna get a small mono regen action. That just gonna rely on the bottle, tread swapping, then fire needs. Omni Knight really has nothing. So something on the computer. Just got a drum picked up. Got People's Gift coming out. What else is going on? Deso now up for the TA. Vampire Fangs, pretty nice. Maybe give, I don't know, give it to the Razor. People's Gift is pretty nice, I think, as well, though. See what happens. Keen. Smoked up, looking for something. They've got the Sonic Wave that they really want to use, but they've got the vision on the high ground. Nice ward positioning. Tiny does get the Avatar's combo out, though, and Templar Assassin in some danger. Fade not even able to steal the Sonic Wave. Good cover, only gets the Shadow Strike. It's a 1-for-1. And they get this Queen of Pain. Still 5 seconds to go on the blink, and Baboka's on top of him. Got damage. 2 seconds. 1 second. Starts the blink animation. SCCC just too much damage with the maxed out plasma field already. Okay, well, clumsy net, but perhaps the wrong team. Just gonna cap this down here. Still 2 that they're searching for over on the Radiant side. Okay. No time to grab neutral items just yet. Definitely gonna take out this tower. Aster again gonna be going for the mech on his Timbersaw. Tiny gonna get healed, but completely
Dire's middle tower
Keen
is under
just
attack.
hemorrhaging kills.
Radiant's
Kama is
bottom
doing his
tower
best
is
to
under attack.
pressure at bottom. Doesn't have to worry about TA.
Dire's middle tower
Mangoes.
has
Are
fallen.
those his mangoes? Yeah, they are his mangoes.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Who needs to buy clarities? Man, Baboka has been so brutal with these D wards. Vision situation for Keen is not great. So, ooh, Philosopher's Stone. Alright. So give that to the Rubik. That's going to help secure his blink for sure. I got the Imp Claw for the TA. There it is. Tiny, in this story before getting separated from his team, SRF was forced to retreat out. Keen Gaming, not a good look when they can't be taking these fights, but sort of just the nature of the lineups. Anti-Mage is not going to be ready to fight for a while. And if he doesn't get ahead of the Razor on net worth, then I don't think he's
Radiant's
ever
middle
going to be
tower
that
is under
scary this
attack.
game. The whole point of Anti-Mage with the Battle Theory is that you're supposed to, like Alchemist, you just farm faster than anybody else, and then you hit this unstoppable 3 or 4 item timing, but SCCC is just getting so much from the combined farm plus kills that he is outpacing the AM. What's happening on top? Okay, Quap is being forced to blink away from Omni Knight. What's happening? Grab down the AM. Stop blink in a second. Alright, he's gonna be okay, but he doesn't have any damage. He's got plenty of it. So I guess Keen kind of play a game similar to what Aster did in the previous game, just kind of rat lanes and split push. But into what? And into anti-mage farm. Into hoping that those items can be enough to win this game. What's his timing? Does he need BKB this game? Not really. So his timing can kind of be like
Radiant structures
probably
are
like
fortified.
Manta Abyssal or Manta
Dire's
Scotty.
structures are fortified.
Or like Manta Scotty Butterfly maybe. I don't know what he's considering here.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Let's get deflected. Almost enough damage, and SCCC is waiting right in the blink location. He was right on top of a ward, but Kama really just didn't have a choice.
Radiant's top tower is
Oh
under
no,
attack.
and with that, they head straight into the Roshan pit. It feels so similar to game 1 with the Spectre. Aster just running at Spectre constantly because she's the only win condition. She's the only one that really have to get around. Chain Frost bouncing around a little bit, but it's gonna get stopped. Actually gets dragged back over. This Chain Frost is doing work! They clean up the Rubik. Can they kill off SCCC? He's still surviving. He's life-stealing as well, as we now have yet another pause. He's got the Heavenly Grace, but I think this Quap auto attack kills him. I think. Oh no, he still got GA actually. Oh no. SCCC living. Scream doesn't even kill him off. Templar Assassin takes a few pot shots at Tiny, but he's just gonna back out. And Aster is that gonna have to be the end of this mission? So much sustain.
All ones will break. 'Tis mine.
People's Gift definitely helping out there, getting the plus 13 strength. 2.6k already, and this is even without his songs or any of the components getting delivered. He is just tanking completely out of range of Queen of Pain being able to burst him or really threaten him at all. I thought that they were going to pick a different hyper carry and Razor was going to be a bit more independent, but also turning out that Razor is great with all of these buffs as well. Lich on a bit of a warding mission, but doesn't really find anything. Quap getting chased at the bottom. There's the lift. Blink also stolen. Fade will be able to chase him. Can he find the target? They've actually got it with the TA trap. Quap Blink still on cooldown. And that last auto attack from Fade finishes the kill. After hunting, they're going to find a third. This hit squad moving across the map, just eliminating Keen wherever they find them, moving up towards the 7.5k net worth lead, heading towards 10k experience, and very much sending a message about who is going to be winning this series, at least the way that things are currently going.
Radiant's top tower is under
Anti-mage just doesn't have enough room. The tier 1 mid is still standing, the tier 1 top is still standing, so you can't actually pressure lanes far enough to the point that it's an issue. I guess I don't know why I didn't consider this, but yeah, Fade can just steal one of the blinks this game, and then he can blink in and get the lift on these split pushers. They picked the Rubik so early, but it's actually turned out to be a very good pick. They're just diving the enemy base. The tier 1 is still standing, but SCCC is already godlike. What can they do about this Razor? The answer just seems to be absolutely nothing. Quap throws a cursory dagger at him, and that is about the extent of this. Please. I don't think it was an amazing pick this game, but this just looks so sad.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And anytime Aster see anyone on the map, they just beeline for them. We can watch Radiant Vision for a little bit. And they have zero fear of Keen at all. I think the only thing that they're afraid of is their fountain. Like, look at this. We got TA and Rubik just over here doing whatever they want. Anti-mage is trying to sneak a bit of farm here and there. He's at least got his Manta, but the gap between him and the Razor is only widening. They don't... Okay, they see the TA, but TA has Aegis, so, and just able to blink away. Jump forward aggressively from Kama, gonna go into Fade. Fade does have Blink. Actually wants to turn it around with this Avalanche, waiting out the counter spell. Kama now forced to retreat, and the rest of the team are coming over. SCCC and Baboka under cover of smoke, looking to force this engagement. Tiny will be the first target, trying to toss his Lich to safety. They'll be successful in that endeavor, but SCCC is hungry for blood. And hungry for apples, apparently. All Keen can do is like run and hide. This is a very different feel from the previous game, where both teams were shoving lanes and like there was pick-off potential in both directions. At this point, it just feels like Keen don't have the tools to kill anyone on the Aster side.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Well, Aim's trying his best. Kama knows he needs another item to do anything, but his racks are just getting slapped by Razor and Templar attack.
Dire's top barracks has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Even you should come in from the cold once in a while.
Oh, they're just gonna, okay. Next high ground. Aegis getting reclaimed. He has not a care in the world. Jules just to drain up some damage. They've now got the lift back as well. Timber taking quite a lot of damage, and Baboka puts him in the ground. Kama's still just split pushing, but this time around he's not Lone Druid. He is not going to be taking these buildings nearly as fast as Aster. Baboka is dropping Iron Trees on them. 2 lanes of racks at 25 minutes. Anyone want to hazard a guess at the win probability? I'm going to say 93, maybe even higher. Let's go 90. 97. I think that's fair, probably. Paladin Sword picked up.
Dire are
Is
scanning.
even going to use it? Man, oh my god, he's almost got a Hex. He does have a Hex. He sells both of his Wraith Bands and just straight up buys a Hex.
Got it.
My god. Just wait until somebody on Keen pings it. They may not even get that chance. He may not even need to cast Hex to win this game. Okay, he did take the Paladin Sword, alright. That's nice. I mean, definitely worth it. When you've got lifesteal and everything else. Okay, Basher on the AM, but he doesn't even have like a good Mono Void target. There isn't a Storm Spirit or anything where if he, and I do think that also is part of why we saw the TA getting picked by Aster. It's just like, it's a mid-hero that doesn't really care about Anti-Mage. And there aren't that many of those. There are just so many int mids that are huge liabilities against AM. So. AM is the only one gathering gold on his team. Quap's got a Shivas. Going for Shivas into Heart. Oh, Fade's looking for Anti-Mage. Spot the illusions, they know that he's probably up here somewhere. Kama just trying to get past the wave, but it's not going to happen. Fight tentatively breaking out as Lich just hits the deck. SRF wondering what he can do to this Templar Assassin. He still has the BKB, feeling confident to not even pop it. Quap won't get the blink away as Baboka comes rolling through and blink ready for the Templar Assassin. Heads up onto the high ground, sets her sights on SRF. Tiny doing what he can to help. He's got an avalanche, but it's just not effective. They did actually get the Timbersaw away. Alright, he survived. Guardian Greaves in the craggy close, helping him out immensely, but Aster already on the high ground, backdoor protection disabled, and looking to take a quick Mega Creeps and close this one out. I really wonder if you ask Queen why they why they are like. I like the fact that we have teams that don't pick meta drafts, but also why. I would really like to know. Triple kill, ultra kill, no, stolen. Anti-Mage getting chased by Fade. And there's the Hex. Alright, he did need to use it at least the once. 3 for SCCC, 2 for Tron, celebratory GA, and that is going to be Aster taking this series 2-1. It looked like it was going to be a 2-0 for a second there, but a Lone Druid Bear with a Divine Rapier and a Leveler had other things to say about that. Team Aster are going to bounce back confidently, looking like they've shaken off those losses in the major qualifiers as well. They've got the resilience to really keep on moving forward. And they're now going to be playing up against Newbie a little bit later on today. Actually, I'm not sure if it's now or if it's later. I don't know which match they are covering first. Let me see if I can find the schedule. But, yeah, that was going to wrap it up. They are going to be playing against Newbie. We've got the other match of Keen now dropping down to play against Avengirls. And it looks like that lower bracket match might be the first one. Let me actually open the schedule here. I'll put you guys on. Put you guys on the scoreboard. You can salivate over some numbers, and I will have a quick look for you as to which match is going to be on first. Schedule. Okay, yeah. So it's the lower bracket elimination match is going to be coming up first, and then they're going to be playing the winner bracket final. This is where I leave you guys. I hope you enjoyed all of the coverage. I had a lot of fun casting all of these games for you, and especially that previous one. Give me a follow or whatever on social media if you feel like it. I think my name is in the title. I'm not sure, but I appreciate you all tuning in, and I hope you guys show some support to Aries, who's going to be covering the next 2 series. I will be back tomorrow. I'm going to be back tomorrow for the lower bracket final, best of 3, and the grand final, best of 5. Definitely excited for all of that Dota. So I'll hopefully see you guys back here then for the conclusion of the StarLadder minor China qualifiers. And I'll leave you on a quick break before we switch the stream over and get into our next couple of series. The lobby is already up, so they are moving straight forward. Keen are going to have to pick themselves up, dust themselves off, and get straight back in to playing some more Dota.